Yo, 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 what is up, fam? Why Brett Kreischer will not accept reality? Let's check it out. Let's check it out, fam.
Biggest comedians alive today, but all the reasons why he is successful is what will likely drive him to an early grave.
Alright, got the assortment of, I don't even know who this is. We are gonna find out. We are gonna find out.
Bert's comedic persona is the overweight drunken jester with way too much confidence. Well, it's not much of a persona, that's who he really is. Bert's
So he's about it. He's about it. He's about it. Be right back. Alright, fam, all ready. Let's check it out.
success has been highly
Brett Kreischer, so Comedy Central. Alright, alright.
scrutinized over the years. Many people say he lacks comedic talent, is a full-blown narcissist,
Nah.
and would be nothing if he wasn't friends with Joe Rogan. Others point out that he is a genuine, sweet family man who uplifts everyone around him.
I can't tell, yo. I feel like I shouldn't even be reacting to this because I don't know who he is. But we'll try to learn, you know? We'll try to dissect Patrick CC's, storytelling, I guess.
But both his haters and fans agree that Bert's current lifestyle is unsustainable, and he is in total denial of the obvious warning signs.
I say it to my friends. I mean it to my friends. I say it to my wife. I mean it to my wife. And I mean it to alcohol. Like, I love alcohol. I love marijuana. I love cigars.
He's being straightforward with it.
You don't like whiskey. You don't love it. You know who loves it? Me.
Right.
Who drinks it at fucking 8 a.m. on a plane.
Yes.
To go
Yeah.
disappear.
Alright, so he enjoys alcohol?
I love
I personally don't enjoy it. Like, gets me hungover, bro. Like, I tried one. I tried one like yesterday, bro, and it like slowed down my work pace, bro. I couldn't. I had to go. I had to go to sleep with like no. Like a few days ago, bro. Like that's why. That's how I spent all my money, fam. Like that you guys sent me. So we gotta take it slow on that.
whiskey.
Bert Kreischer's career started by accident due to a Rolling Stone article written about him in 1997. He was in his 6th year of college where he regularly skipped classes, drank until the sun came up, slept through the days, and never planned for the future. He was known at his college.
Dude, that's how I did it. But I'm the one who didn't go to college while doing it. So it's like, snap, bro. Kind of like. What do we even do here, fam?
College is a party animal. Journalist Eric Hedgegaard from Rolling Stone wanted to do an article on Florida State, which recently got ranked as the top party school in the USA.
There's a party school rankings.
As Eric was trying to find sources for his story, 5 different people told him to link up with Bert. Eric spent 1 week shadowing Bert's life as a college student and realized the article was not going to be about the school. It was about Bert. Bert Kreischer, the undergraduate, released on April 17th, 1997, and told his story of bar hopping, playing frisbee, failing classes, and not.
Wait, so they made a book about him, or? The moment he lived with a ton of other Florida State students in a leafy green townhouse complex called the Indian Village. Besides Hutch, with a grade point average, I don't even know my GPA average. Is it bad that our school didn't even focus? Like, nobody really. There's only the. I got put in the group where like we didn't even focus on it. Like we were not work centric like that much in school.
Not thinking about tomorrow. Just reading a few sentences from this thing made Bert into some kind of urban legend. Sometimes when he walked in, people stopped and stared like he was Pablo Picasso or some other famous asshole. Occasionally, he whipped out his sunglasses and slapped them over his eyes. The shade
Oh gosh. The tone of this like text here reminds me of like, because I used to read a lot, like just like one of those jealous like the tones, right? Like
shades made him look sort of raffish, like a Skid Row Tom Cruise, but he wore them only so he could avoid having to say hello to the people whose names he couldn't remember. Bert was essentially being celebrated as an unproductive, passionless degenerate, a persona he would maintain for his entire career.
bro, he's just embracing it, fam. Like, you know. Being a comedian, we get joked about, right? Like, what can we do here? I don't even know if I don't think I'm a comedian, bro. But if it pays good, I guess I don't even want. I just want to be a reactor, fam. I just want to react.
This article was a perfect excuse to try to get into the entertainment industry. Bert decides that stand-up comedy is the route he wanted to take, and a talent agent scouted him during one of his routines at Potbelly's on his college campus. They relocated him to New York City, where he would perform at the Boston Comedy Club regularly. From there, an agent for Overbrook Entertainment.
Me personally, growing up with like the digital age, like because of phones and stuff, I kind of just like chilled at the house and it kind of sucks, right? Because we're just like chilling, playing games or whatever. We didn't really get to experience what it's like to always go out back growing up, like back in the day and stuff. So
Will Smith's production company, scouted Bert and wanted to sign him to a 6-figure development deal. Will loved Bert and took him under his wing.
And then he was the greatest thing that ever happened in my life. He took me out to Hollywood. He introduced me to all the networks. He taught me how to sell a
oh snap! Look at that microphone. It's like nice all metal finish. He's got a Crocs hat. I don't know what the Crocs are. It's like the second. He wears that quite often, it seems.
show. He was the greatest. I saw his dick.
Unfortunately, Bert's Hollywood career would be lackluster. He was able to land small acting and hosting roles, and Hurt Bert was the name of a 4-episode series on FX featuring him performing dangerous stunts. The one thing he did stay consistent with is stand-up, 5 or 6 days per week, working on his craft in front of small crowds for years.
That's what I feel like. That's it. That's where I feel like I'm at in my career right now.
He wasn't alone doing this. Almost all of the popular comedians today were right there alongside Bert in those clubs, hoping for a chance to impress an agent that would make them a movie star. After Bert released his 2009 comedy special, Comfortably Dumb, he secured his own reality show on the Travel Channel called Bert the Conqueror, which was again a show about him doing dangerous stunts. But despite this
okay, he's got his own show
being the biggest thing going for him, his comedy buddies Joe Rogan and Bill Burr,
and he knows Joe Rogan. Oh, well, he's just like set then. What does he have to worry about? He knows Joe Rogan, fam.
sat down with Bert to tell him some harsh truths. They sat me down and told me, your Travel Channel show sucks. You're funnier than that. You need to do specials. You need to do podcasts. Burr
That feels like my management.
remembers the conversation
I don't even have management. The management in my head feels like it tells me that.
vividly. He was down in the dumps, trying to figure out what the next move was, and Joe Rogan and I were just starting podcasting. Joe Rogan had a hunch that podcasting would be the next big thing for comedians to gain a fan base. They could break away from the old method of hoping for a corporate network to put you on a sitcom so you can sell tickets to your stand-up performances. And he was right.
Yeah, I just like that kind of artwork, like, hold on. I can't find it. I don't want to look for it.
Who is friends with, or that any comedian who is friends with or regularly featured on the Joe Rogan Experience would become wildly successful comedians / podcasters.
That would be awesome.
Brennan Schaub, Brian Callen, Joey Diaz, Tom Segura, Ari Shaffir, Mark Norman.
If you get on Joe Rogan, yo, he gets like so many views, bro. He's one of the longest running podcasts right now, bro. Like, yeah.
Are just a few of the many beneficiaries of the Brogan effect. Bert was a regular on Joe's podcast
The Brogan effect.
from the very beginning, and the J.
Subscribe to the Joe Rogan Experience on iTunes, twitter.com/Joe Rogan, at Redbon, at Brett Kirshner.
RE community treated him like their funny fat friend who has some of the most ridiculous stories.
I had a dream one time that me and Elvis walked into his hotel room and there were 4 dudes butt f***ing, right? And I no,
What the heck? No, don't do.
Dad,
no, he
What's in this? No.
used to
shit his pants
in
all
his
the time in his 30s.
all the time. He
Well,
used to,
how long would you said the story began with you saying that he
he
shit
shit
his
pants
recently?
in a Banana Republic in Beverly Hills.
Bert took Joe's advice and started his own podcast called Bertcast in 2013 and regularly
I like the artwork he had done right there.
they had his comedian friends on as guests. The first 99 episodes were audio only, with the first video podcast he ever posted being episode 100 alongside Tom.
How's the first video cast gonna be episode 100? Oh, video cast. I understand.
Segura.
I grew up watching like Woody's Gamer Tags podcast that he still runs today. Yo, like he be chilling.
From here, he started taking his YouTube channel more seriously.
Hey guys, it's Bert Kreischer. This is my YouTube page.
Bert turned into a full-blown YouTuber, vlogging his family, his weight loss journey, and any random life adventures. He uploaded podcasts along some of the most promising
Snap, we should react to some of his videos. Because he uploads a nice, like 3-minute video. That way we don't gotta react so long to his video, bro. We could just get back to our gaming. And, like... His videos seem like proper amount, bro.
Upcoming talent in comedy, and of course, clips of his own stand-up. Bert admits that his stand-up act was very hacky for many years. He liked to riff with the audience and live in the moment. However, he wanted to challenge himself to...
Bro, I kinda didn't even sign up for this, bro. It's a 24-minute video. Hold on. This one's gonna take a while. This one, like I said, these long videos hurt, bro. So let me just mentally prepare myself. We're only like 5 minutes in, bro. I'm already getting enraged.
Write something.
Reactions are hard. Okay, just give me a moment, please.
Practice it, and put out a cohesive special that would act as a legacy piece. That special, titled The Machine, would go on to change his life. At the very end of 2016, Bert posted the Machine story that went...
They should call it the Shirtless Podcast, yo. What?
and extremely...
This should be a thing, bro. Like
viral on Facebook, earning over 12 million views in 1 week.
12 million views in a week is like so good numbers, bro. Like, dude, that's insane. Wow, I bet that was the best weekend ever, bro. Like, I bet he was so happy, man.
To this day, it has 40 million views. The same video quickly gained 4 million views on YouTube.
Okay, Facebook be getting views though. Facebook be chilling.
And brought him over 100,000 subscribers. Something.
Jeez, that's why don't be afraid if you're like blowing up on one platform but not the other, because like they could just like go on to the other platform.
About an overweight dude with no shirt talking about being kidnapped by the Russian mafia was too good to not share with everyone you know. Bert's fame leveled up from the Machine. He began booking larger
Raise Against the Machine
venues due to higher ticket sales, doing as many as 3 shows per night for months straight. At this point, he received nothing but praise from the internet and comedy world.
Good guy, Bert. I love this guy. He's funny as heck. He's a genuine, honest, and great person, says Cliffy687 years ago with 135 upvotes. Reply, down vote symbol, up vote symbol.
But he made a critical mistake early on.
It's really hard to do a solo podcast just coming up with a couple subjects and ranting for an hour.
Yeah.
When I started my podcast, I was like, maybe I'll do it solo. He goes, do it solo. You don't need guests.
Yeah.
I was like, and
Bert
I did
said this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I did a couple solo. I go, Bill, they're not good. And he goes, they're not gonna be. He was like, let them be bad for like a year, and then they'll get better.
Yeah, that's kind of feels like that's how my videos have been going, bro. Like this whole year, half a year, whatever. I'm just like, being unsuccessful as a YouTuber, bro. I'm still like kind of experiencing it, bro. We're not making anything like huge. So.
Better, and then they'll get really good, and then you won't even think about it, and then your writing on stage will be so strong. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have guests.
This is a good insight into Bert's mentality. Instead of using his podcast as a tool to practice jokes and material to make his actual job as a comedian better, he decided he would rather just waste
No snap, he changed the music, alright?
a couple hours chit-chatting with his buddies while the money flows in.
That's podcast for you.
But often,
No, wait, that's super cool artwork though. You guys see that clock? Do like the gears like operate the clock as well? That'd be super cool if it did.
and those conversations led to Bert being the butt of the joke, especially when he linked up with his best friend, Tom Segura. Tom was exploding in fame due to his wildly successful Netflix special, Mostly Stories, which helped fans discover the
Netflix.
Your Mom's House
I'm still too poor to like afford this. I apologize for splurging on streamers, fam, but it was fun.
podcast. On one episode, Tom pulled up a picture of French actor Gerard Depardieu and jokingly said it looks like Bert. Then Tom's fan base started photoshopping Bert's face onto pictures of Gerard and spreading the
Oh snap!
hashtag Bert is fat.
Because it was all
What? No, don't do that to
their
Bert.
best fans making hilarious fucking jokes. One guy took the name Bert Kreischer and made his own
Bert. Wait. Oh, I get it. It's a play on his last name.
fucking profile for it. By the way, I saw him in Hartford. He's obese.
Yeah.
He's obese.
Enormous.
And he just sat in the front row the whole time going, Bert's fat, Bert's fat. Next day, his mom shows up. Hey, buddy, your mom's morbidly obese. And the first word she says to me is, why are you so fat, Bert? And I'm like, oh my God, this is getting out of...
Jeez. Quit with the fat jokes, fam. Quit. Just quit with them, you know?
fucking control.
Someone even made a song dedicated to the meme.
That has to be an expensive microphone as well. Even the, like, they have a non-generic microphone stand. That's how you know we're getting up in the ladder here, fam.
But the interesting part about this is that Bert did not think he
Wait, so he always does it with his dad bod showing? Alright.
was overweight, and it was Tom and his fans that tricked him into thinking he was fat.
Pull up a picture of me when you think I was fat, and I wasn't even that fucking fat. No. Now I look at it and I go, I was legit skinny. And now, when I look at it, and I go, I can't believe I got mind tricked into being fat. There's some of these ones.
You didn't get mind tricked into being fat.
But these seem
Imagine you did the podcast with his...
like harmless jokes compared to when Ari Shaffir genuinely disrespected Bert and put his life in danger. But before we talk about that, allow me to introduce you to Maggie. She's a mini schnauzer, and she's a part of
Oh, what?
the CC family. Would you feed your family low-quality food that
It looks like a banquet or something. Oh gosh. These carried me. Okay, these carried me in my 20s. Like, I still eat these occasionally, man. They're good, okay?
lacks the nutrition they need? Didn't think so. So you shouldn't feed your dog like that either.
Guys, I don't know if he uses a light in the back. I think he has the green light in the back. Or he changed, like, his ring light to, like, the green.
Maggie is an old lady, and getting her a healthy meal is more important than ever. That's where today's sponsor, Sundays, comes in. Sundays is 100% human-grade food full of ingredients you'd likely eat yourself. Unlike most premium dog foods, it's
Human-grade food for dogs. Oh gosh, I spit on my monitor. Oh god. Human-grade.
not frozen.
Why?
And there's no prep necessary. Just scoop it into their bowl and watch them enjoy. And let me tell you, Maggie absolutely devoured this bowl. Sundays is vet-founded and vet-run. Their goal is to make
Guys,
feeding your
What do dogs not devour, bro? Like, you can give a dog food, but nah, this formula right here, bro. Like, it's got the, you know, look at the logo, okay? That dog looks happy.
dog nutritious whole foods as
Is this his dog?
simple as possible. You can now get 50% off your first order of Sundays. Go to sundaysfordogs.com/PatrickCC or use code PatrickCC at checkout. I know your dog is a part of your family, so treat him like family.
There you have it.
Thanks, Sundays. One night, Bert invited his friend and fellow comedian Ari Shaffir over to his house to do a podcast. Ari shook Bert's 13 and 15-year-old daughter's hands, walked into the podcast room where they were going to share some drinks. Then Ari decided to secretly slip a capsule of MDMA, aka Molly, into Bert's drink without him knowing.
What the heck?
You don't think it's
No, that's messed up. That's messed up. You don't do that.
crazy that you would do that?
A bit.
You're doing
Did you
shit
even get the Molly tested? Like, where are you buying this Molly?
I've done it from my favorite Molly dealer. It's
and
great
you just
Molly.
spiked
It's
his
great.
drink?
Yeah.
That's like super anti. Nah, don't do. That's like illegal, man. Do not do that, bro. That's what. Like, why would you? It's not a rave. Like, stop.
Blood pressure, high cholesterol.
Emptied out 3 guys. You're all talking
I would
about
want
what
to
ifs.
kill you.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
fucking want
Like, I actually wouldn't want this to happen. Like, it's not cool. It's not.
to kill
He
you.
wanted to for about 10 minutes.
I was planning on having a couple drinks with you and then getting you out of my house, having dinner with my children, relaxing, getting on a
Like, that's a roofie, bro. That's like illegal, bro.
plane and going on tour. Instead, that's scrap.
Joe laughs off the situation, Tom thinks Ari is a psychopath, and Bert was genuinely distraught about all of this. Any normal person understands what Ari did
Yeah, I'd be distraught as well.
was dangerous, but the comedy community had mixed feelings.
I don't trust him because he spiked Bert. He gave his friend Molly. That's not okay.
It's not okay.
But wait, that's hilarious though.
Are you dosing Bert? You want to dive into this first?
I think that Bert likes any
Stop, man. It's not. It's not.
hype that he can get. I think he's okay with it in the end.
My mistake was not getting his wife. That way, she got upset at me because she felt left out. I think that was the biggest issue.
That's mean, bro. Like, nobody do that. Stop. Please, no. No more of that.
No, I don't know. I'm not going to toast him again. Unless the opportunity arises.
Let me say something.
No,
if you
I'm
ever
not.
toast him again, it would be fucking hilarious.
Most people in Bert's situation would never talk to Ari again, especially after the blatant, unapologetic disrespect to his wife and family. But Bert made excuses for Ari's behavior.
Snap. Is this Matt Groening's podcast? Maybe, I don't know. I don't think he even has one.
I give him Molly.
I don't know if he does.
We're going to get high. We're going to laugh. We're going to hang out all night. He didn't really calculate it. Like, he was like, oh, I should have checked to see if his kids were in the other.
Yo, why is the quality so, like, the camera quality so good on this shot right here?
I should have checked to see
if he had to make dinner or something.
My wife was making dinner for both of us to have dinner with the girls because my girls loved Ari. And he's like, and he didn't check that I was flying that night. I was starting my tour that night. So there's a lot of things Ari didn't like check the boxes for.
This is even crazier considering Ari.
Oh, with the National Geographic hat? I've never seen National Geographic like merch anywhere, bro. First time I've ever seen that.
Ari has disrespected Bert's daughter Georgia before this whole situation.
Ari had commented on Georgia's teeth. Georgia, her teeth are great now, but when she was younger, she didn't have any enamel on her teeth and they didn't look great. I posted a picture of me and her in Hawaii, and Ari was like, way to have ugly, no stupid fucking teeth.
Oh.
Bert's actions, or lack of action,
bro,
prove that he will allow others to take advantage of him and
I got teeth like that as well, not gonna lie.
Disrespect him. Or you could just say Bert is a sweet guy who is trying to give his friend the benefit of the doubt. Either way.
I think I have teeth like that, like a little bit like that, but somehow my teeth are pretty strong and they work, so I'm not dissatisfied with my teeth.
Bert just kept seeing more success. He released his third comedy special, Secret Time, on Netflix.
Yeah, back to the shirt off gig. That's I think it's funny, I think.
When the Netflix comedy boom was at its peak, he started another podcast alongside Tom Segura called Two Bears, One Cave that became...
There's like a whole freaking podcast rabbit hole that I just don't know.
Became an instant hit, especially for moments like this.
You drinking Kool-Aid to start your day? Really?
It's so good.
Yo, he's got the same water bottle as me, fam. No way. Where's my water bottle? It's right here, yo. He's got the same water bottle. Let's go, let's go.
64 ounce. So much sugar. Good for that guy.
64 ounce. However, I do have the version with the little like pouch. This thing, even though like kind of traps in moisture. It keeps it colder for longer, okay? It works. I'd be laughing like this as well. Like, guys, I've been laughing so much after, like, this weekend here, guys, like, because you guys have been, like, you guys blew up the Instagram, you guys, like, donated so much money. I apologize for wasting it, like, most of it, but we didn't waste all of it on streamers. It's just funny donating to streamers. We wasted most of it on streamers, so I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, guys, we're saving, fam. We're saving. I got some videos coming, planned for the short form today, so.
His laugh is almost identical to nails on a chalkboard. Bert's high-pitched hyena laugh is divisive amongst fans. Many have pointed out that his laugh is not just annoying, but borderline torturous.
Reminds me of that one clip. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Others suspect that Bert's laugh is fake, and this theory would almost be proven true based.
I got a fake laugh. Anyone have a laugh to like kind of diffuse the situation, bro? Because that's my panic laugh. And yeah, that's my panic.
Based on what Bert said to Joe Rogan.
My viral clips are me laughing at and people falling down. Mine are legit just me laughing. Just if I can laugh, it goes viral.
If Bert understands that the only way he goes,
bro, living Living great then, right?
viral is because of him obnoxiously laughing, then it's safe to assume that he might do it up a little bit. I mean, it was definitely working in his favor. In 2019, he was selling out 1,000 to 2,000 capacity theaters twice per week. As 2020 rolled around, he started selling 3,000 to
Dude, so much to perform in front of, yo, wow.
5,000 tickets per show. But
The amount of, like, confidence, bro, that's so much.
then the pandemic hit, which was one of the best and worst things to happen to Bert's career. No comedy clubs were open, all tours were canceled, but more people were spending time inside, which meant they had more time to consume long-form content. Bert and the entire comedy podcast community saw massive spikes in their viewership, and they were all working.
One time I loaded up a video, I had like 1,000 likes, bro, and like 0 dislikes. Net. I was like, dude, you have the most amazing community ever, bro. How did you ever?
Working together to try and entertain this new audience.
Only saw it once. Then they removed the dislike button, and I'm not bothered to get that plug in.
They set up these terrible Zoom comedy shows that were destined for failure, but
to see like the actual like and dislikes.
One ended in disaster for Bert.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next comedian is one of my comedic heroes. He is the reason I do stand-up. He is the reason I've been writing movies that have never been made, but I love his movies. I love everything about this guy. Okay. Without further ado, the guy that defined all our personalities, Adam Sandler.
Considering Adam is Bert.
Whoa. Okay, you change his name to Adam Stanley. Yeah, I'll do the same, bro. That's how I'm gonna start signing up for websites, bro. Like
Bert's idol, you would think he would try to have his best first impression possible.
I gotta like, you know, like chill, guys, chill.
Sandler was initially thrown off by Bert's fanboy energy, but kept it smooth. Then it got worse.
We're gonna watch your movie, Precious Gems, soon.
Oh yeah. I don't know if they're gonna like it.
I showed them Happy Madison.
And then
the movie's really good. You have Netflix?
Yes.
Check out Hey Big
Oh, he does it live?
Boy, streaming right now. It's my new hour special.
Oh yeah, all right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out late tonight, buddy.
While claiming to be a huge fan,
Adam sounds like, yo, I can't wait for this podcast to be over so I can get my check and go back to relaxing.
And Bert drunkenly mispronounced two.
But guys, I would do the same, bro. Like, I would do the same, bro. It's Adam Sandler, man.
Two of Adam.
I gotta start a podcast so I can get these guests, bro, because, like, that'd be huge, bro.
Movies.
My first few podcasts would be so, like, awkward, man. Like,
Uncut Gems as Precious Gems, and combined Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison to Happy Madison. Then he shamelessly promoted his comedy special. It was pretty clear
Nah, bro. I would also do the same, bro. That's the smartest thing ever.
Sandler started getting fed up with him.
I had a question I wanted to ask. If you could go back to one movie that was the funnest to shoot, doesn't matter what movie, just go back and have that be your set every day for the rest of your life, your Groundhog's Day, like we're all living. What movie was the funnest to shoot that you would shoot every single day for the rest of your life?
I have no answer for that. I got no idea. I never thought about that. And I never will. And I hated that question. What else?
The crazy part is, Bert thought he impressed Adam.
And Theo?
Oh, he didn't want to answer that. There'd be reasons I wouldn't want to answer that for, like, you know, I want to devalue, disrespect, like, my other projects and stuff.
I thought it went well. Oh. I was like, nailed it.
That's alcoholism.
Left
man.
Whitney's going, ka-ching, you need the closer, bring in the closer. You, Adam Sandler.
Louisiana.
Sandler's probably going, who the is this Bert Kreischer guy? Sign him to a deal. Covert, get Kreischer on the line. This guy's hot. We need him.
Since Bert claims to love Sandler so much, he probably just assumed Adam would respect and love him back since they were on the same Zoom comedy show. But while trying to get Sandler's approval, he just embarrassed himself badly. Bert's inability to read the room or understand that he can't always be the main character would be a reoccurring issue in the future.
I can't read the room either.
He became the laughingstock of the comedy community, but it did not slow him down for 1 second. He put together the Hot Summer Nights comedy tour, which allowed fans to see him live just like they would a drive-in movie, with the show projected on a massive film screen and the audio playing through their car stereos.
What the heck? He's like in a box and there's a projector.
These performances are awkward since the comedian.
What if imagine... I how do we get him to like perform when it's snowing? But it can't be like a really like it's like a light like drizzle of snow like that. How much do we gotta like pay him to do that, bro? Like, like we get him like some sort of insulated shorts or something, like insulated hat. I'll be down to that'd be cool.
Comedian can't really hear the laughter, but a lot of comedians used Bert's format to save themselves from going bankrupt.
Honk if you're laughing. Drive dash in. Gigs aim to accelerate comedy industry. A big Gucci soldier Mike.
During the pandemic. He also secured another Netflix original, this time a reality TV show called The Cabin with Bert Kreischer. The show's premise is that Bert's life is moving 1,000 miles per hour and he needs isolation for healing and detoxing. He invites celebrity guests.
Dude, I need a hot tub like that, bro. Imagine I could do hot tub streams.
To a cabin in the woods to partake in various self-improvement activities that none of them really take seriously. There were plenty of hilarious moments, but every episode features a serious segment where Bert talks about his problems to his guests. This show could be perceived as Bert giving more visibility to various comedians.
The Cabin with Brett Kirschner.
Others just look at it.
Bert is the very reason we have terms like overexposed. I don't know a single person who's like, yeah, man, I'm a huge Brett Kirschner fan. Maybe he doesn't want the superstardom status, bro. That's what I think, bro. Like, he doesn't want the responsibility, bro. You can kind of sense it with that.
It is a way for Bert to be the center of attention, projecting his problems onto other important people. The 2021/2022 Birdie Boy Tour was ranked number 4 in the
but I think like all of us low-key want it. I don't know.
top 10
$23 million revenue. And
highest
69,943 tickets sold. Wow.
Grossing
with only 148 shows, dude. That's how do I get this much, bro?
Tours of the
I need to come up in like this, bro.
Year, achieving a gross revenue of $23,581,000, selling 369,000 tickets over the course of 148 shows. On top of this, he was vlogging, doing the Two Bears One Cave podcast weekly, uploading his own Bertcast weekly, as well as featuring on any other comedian's pod who would have him. He turned his iconic Machine story into a full-blown feature film. It was a critical failure, but his fans loved it. The film secured $10 million at the box office, but
with a movie released this year, wow.
The
budget. What's the budget though? $5 million opening.
$1 million budget made this film kind of a flop. Regardless, Bert was one of the most successful comics in the world, but this lifestyle was destroying him. He always had been a heavier guy. Around 220 pounds was a comfortable weight for him. During his tour, he reached over 260 pounds, which he clearly was not happy with. His face was puffy, his skin was bright red, and he just looked uncomfortable. But Bert has always struggled understanding his health.
So when I did Secret Time, I didn't realize that it already happened until they did the billboard of it.
Dude, Joe Rogan's like podcast or whoever's podcast table that is like really like you're scaring me, bro. You're scaring me. Like chill back a little.
And they
with like all the skulls and like, bro.
Did the billboard and I go, that's not my stomach. My stomach's tight. And it was complete.
Bert then goes on to say that he thought producers photoshopped a different man's stomach onto his body. They didn't. He is also steadfast in convincing everyone he is actually in great shape.
And this is like when you go like, I have legit the best shoulders.
I do. Hold on, I do. I have legit great shoulders. Like great fucking shoulders. I am fucking jacked. I am low-key jacked.
You're low-key.
Feel my
Look at their fridge. Double door fridge.
arm. Just
wait, I have one of those. But like, it looks like a giant fridge. Like a nice fridge.
feel my arm. Just feel my arm.
Now everyone should feel comfortable in their own skin, but it seems like Bert says these things hoping for confirmation bias. He wants yes men around him. His friends are not trying to shame him. It's more like
added a ton of skulls. Is that like some lip balm? No, that can't be. And like I think Bert likes his Tito's or whatever.
while reciting the video under his breath. His overwhelming success combined with him lacking awareness was reaching a tipping point, and things were starting to get dark.
Best alone drinking you can ever do, in my opinion, now we're getting into the weeds on it, is alone behind someone's back. Like Christmas shopping. And your wife says, all right, let's all split up. And you go, cool. And it's like 11 o'clock on a Sunday.
Nah, stop, man. Why?
Day, and they just opened that bar by the elevator in the Beverly Center, and you just sneak over and you go, hey man, can I get a double jack on the rocks, Oxford Rots? And they're like, sure. And you just,
And then he probably like single-handedly helped with the construction through his purchases of alcohol of like bars and stuff like.
have it, and you just go, let's just, and then you're off, and then you're like, yeah. And then you just little sneak it. I mean, I look at like men. I am so far from a man. I am so far from a man. You know, like there's some self-actualization.
What is
that's been
happening today?
Like I'm so far from like a man who goes, yeah, everyone else first, then me. It's not how I think. I go me, and then, oh, there are other people here.
Talk to your therapist about
Okay.
any of this? Like, will you bring this up?
You know, no.
This is the stuff to talk about.
No, this isn't therapy stuff.
Yes, it is.
When you talk about men versus me,
It's clear as day that Bert is suffering. His friends would try to help him, but you cannot help someone who doesn't think they have a problem.
You think that you're an alcoholic?
no. I've run it through the ringer a few times. Dr. Drew's my litmus.
Oh, yeah.
And I've talked to him about it. He's like, you're not an alcoholic. You just drink too much. He's like, alcoholism's different. Being powerless to alcohol is different than drinking a lot.
Yeah.
And I think same with like, I mean, a guy like Ron White. I think he was a big drinker. I don't think he was an alcoholic because he just quit.
One doctor told Bert he's not an alcoholic, and he uses that as his justification. He says he can quit drinking whenever he wants. He said
He's got like some designer, like Russian vodka. He seems to be in like a private jet or like motel or casino kind of lobby. I don't know. What do you guys think of this?
says he's not powerless to alcohol. He wants to be just healthy enough so that he can keep drinking. And to all of our surprises, he actually did quit.
I'm going sober for 23 days.
Oh, that's not 5 days.
Then after 3 weeks, he said this.
On keto, day 21, no booze, no sugar, no carbs. And I feel...
Keto's hard, man. I tried keto. I lasted like 24. Like, it's so hard. Fasting, I tried doing fasting for a while. Like a fasting, focused diet, whatever it's called. It was hard, guys. Like, but I did it for a while. I did it like for a year, bro. And then it started like my everything changed. Like I couldn't fast no more. Like my body just forced myself to eat, and it's been like that for like 2 years now. I don't know what to do.
Fantastic, or the fact that I have no booze to cloud it, but I feel phenomenal.
I haven't really tried to fast the hardest. Right now, I'm just focusing on getting cash. Right now, like trying to like get this whole career thing. Like I need like I need to get this career started before I worry about that.
If you're
More energy, thinking clearly, not feeling hungry, sleeping better. He says his blood pressure dropped to the point where he didn't have to take his medication anymore. Bert was
and that's what I need. That's what I need. That's what, like, starting January, guys, there's gonna be a lot more like changes to this channel, guys. We're gonna get that 100K sub button. We're gonna get that 1 mil sub button. We're gonna get the 10 mil sub button, bro. Coming soon, fam. Just give us some.
shocked at how good his life could be. I'm down 40 pounds. I haven't had alcohol or sugar in 83 days. I've been primarily carnivore. That all ends today. Bert's celebration for his sobriety was by getting absolutely hammered on the fully loaded cruise, which was a multi-day long private cruise / comedy show that he spent 1 year planning. Bert's goal
He's back to taking pictures of his bottles.
for getting sober was to prove to himself that he wasn't dependent on it. Now today he is going on podcast after podcast talking about how transformed he is.
You don't realize how deep you are in like obesity and drinking and keeping how deep you are in the hole,
right?
Until you get your head a little bit out of it, and then you start feeling better, and like little things are feeling a lot better for me. I'm not an alcoholic.
He always, he always has a logo on his hat, bro.
People have asked me that so often, and I go no, and they're like, really?
I think that you've told me directly that you think you have a problem.
No, I have a problem with everything, with food, with sex. Like I everything. I have a problem with everything. That's just my personality. There's two types of people. There's addicts and there's partiers. Partiers stop when the party's over.
Yeah.
And then addicts just never stop.
That's true.
And
we just randomly switched to like a really high quality camera again.
I was like, oh yeah, I stop when the party's over.
I love that every few months Bert gets healthier and it's a big thing and then it's right back off the rails. This is a sad reality for many people watching. You likely have a friend or loved one who is struggling with some sort of addiction. You can see it, but they can't, or they ignore it. You just want the best for them, but if they don't want it for themselves, then there really isn't anything you can do. You can't force them or shame them. None of it will work. And if they can
Alright, that fam, yep. That's the
continue
video.
to spiral, you'll still feel guilty. You'll think that you could have done more to help. Bert brags about his Mickey Mantle gene, but Mickey Mantle died at age 63. That would mean...
Yeah, it's a scary thing. Like, comment, subscribe, check out Patrick CC in the description. Thank you for watching, fam. And I will see you next one. I wish Patrick had a join button, because we could send a super thanks. Maybe we'll send a super thanks. Alright, we posted a super thanks. Shout out Patrick CC. Thank you for not trying to copyright strike. Hopefully it didn't. Peace out, everyone, and I will see you next one. Peace out.